Hello everyone. In this tutorial, we will talk about what is method overriding in Java. Here you can see that this is one of polymorphism type and it provides code reusability facility. To achieve the overriding, we take the help of the inheritance relationship. Now let's go and see its definition with an example. Method overriding is a concept where two or more methods have the same name and same arguments or parameters. Method overriding occurs in two classes with inheritance relationships. Private, static and final method cannot be overridden. Here we have an example. As per the definition, you can see that it should have more than one classes. So we have two classes which are the subclass and superclass, and there is one more class which is overriding class. And here in the superclass you can see that we have a method called sum with two integer type variables parameters. Similarly, we have the same method in subclass called sum and it has the same number of arguments and with same data type, that is called sum int a comma int b. In method 1 we are printing the addition of a and b, and in method which is there in the subclass sum, where we are printing the value of a and b. Here you can see in the main class overriding we are creating the object of superclass and the subclass with help of superclass. So in the first one, superclass obj1 equal to new superclass, and we are calling the superclass sum method with help of obj1 object. obj1 dot sum 20 comma 30. Here I have written a comment line which says that superclass sum int a and int b method is called with help of this one. Now here we are creating the object for subclass with help of superclass. So here you can see that superclass obj2 equal to new subclass. So this obj2 belongs to subclass, not the superclass. With help of this obj2 object, we are calling the subclass sum method obj2 dot sum 40 comma 60. So it will call the subclass sum method here, this one, this method. Now let's go and see this one in Eclipse. How does it work? So here in Eclipse I have created a demo project for this tutorial, where I have created a overriding.java class, and under that I have written the same code. Here you can see that we have a superclass which is having some method with two arguments, and we have a subclass, and under the subclass we are calling the superclass. Okay, so here this concept is called the inheritance concept. We are inheriting the properties of superclass into the subclass. So here you can see that there is another method with the same name called sum with the same number of arguments int a comma int b, and in here we are printing the its value, right. With help of the third class, that is the main class, we are creating the object and calling the superclass method and subclass method. So here superclass obj1 equal to new superclass, and with help of the obj1 object we are calling the superclass sum method where we are passing the value 20 comma 30. So the superclass method will be called with this line. In the next line, using superclass, we are creating the object for the subclass. So here you can see that superclass obj2 equal to new subclass. So this obj2 object belongs to subclass, not the superclass. And with help of this obj2, we are calling the subclass sum method. obj2 dot sum 40 comma 60. Okay, now let's execute this and then try to see the output. Let's save the changes while clicking on save all button here and run the program while clicking on this run button. Here you can see that in the console superclass sum of a and b equal to 50, which is coming from this line, and subclass sum of a comma b equal to 100, which is coming from obj2 dot sum 40 comma 60. Now let's see if we have the same, if we are putting the final keyword in the one of the method, what will happen. So here you can see that it is violating the overriding concept, and it's through an error. It says that cannot override the final method from superclass. So as you can see that in the definition we cannot override the static private and the final method. So this is the one concept. So we do not use this one, because if we use the final static or private keyword for a method, that will be restricted uh, and cannot be overridden, and its scope will be within that class only. So this is the concept. Now let's take the another example where just copy this method, put it here and change the argument int c. Here a comma b and c. Here we'll put it as add c plus c. Similarly, to override this method, we should have the similar method sum with three arguments in the subclass. Let's put it here and let's call this method from the object. So obj1 dot sum, and under that we have to pass three values. 10, 20 and 30. So this will call the parent class method. Obj 2 dot sum, and again pass the three values, which is 20, 40 and 60. This is called the child class sum method, which is having three arguments. Let's save this with the help of the save all button and execute it with help of the run button, and then we'll see the output. So here you can see that in console we have all those four outputs over here. So as part of this one, its output is here, and as part of the this one, which is the subclass are methods called, which is having the three arguments, its output is here. So this is the overriding concept in Java. So this all as part of overriding. Thank you for watching this video. We'll see you next time.